Folks, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the Hoppin' French Quarter at the Caesars Superdome. Here's the former Illini kicker Chase McLaughlin to get us started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Gronk, the tight end, in motion. Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now Cunningham. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And this is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. McCaffrey is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
7-0 is our score, ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Marino will throw. And this one's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Yeah, Sanders now to return. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jalen Waddle there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. Throwing right, and that's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Cunningham looking to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
They'll try and throw for it here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It was Deron Payne who got in there to make the play.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he used his quickness to make a play.
Flushed out right. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Now a 2nd and 6. Off play action, it's Cunningham. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. It's caught. Cooper. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and a yard. They run with Thomas. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This is Thomas. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Now Marino to throw it. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Now Thomas. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. On the ground, it's Thomas. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Saints nothing.
Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Thomas, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw it with Marino. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the 1st down.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Marino now off the bootleg. His pass caught with the 4. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. They've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. Here's Marino. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Call it a big loss of 10 there. And it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he goes out right around the 39. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. To the right side, this is Dillon. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Cunningham. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Cunningham to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Now Cunningham. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Dancing away at the 35. Takes it to about the 37.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now it's Marino. And Bolden brings it in, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Marino to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Marino sets up. He finds Bolden. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To throw is Marino. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively, and 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now Marino. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
And his kick here is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this, it just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Cunningham. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Here now, 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Cunningham. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
One of the great coaches in football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Panthers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. They'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Marino off of play action. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 17 there, and a New Orleans first down. Now a give, right side. Thomas knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. They go play action with Marino. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Marino cannot get away. He goes down. Quentin Williams drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Cunningham. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this...
And he's taken down here by the Saints. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Here's Cunningham from the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. On 4th down, Cunningham. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now Cunningham. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Saints force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down. Marino will throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's Jamie Gillen down as he's on to punt for New Orleans. Now Sanders. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Cunningham looking to throw. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle from 17 yards out. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Drops it underneath to Thomas. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Operating from the gun, Cunningham. Flushed out right. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Panthers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Looking for Bolden, and it's intercepted. Ronnie Hickman with a pick. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Saints force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now Marino to throw it. And Thomas has it. Fighting through it, he's got space. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, Marino eluding the pressure right. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Marino. And the reception made over the middle. This is Bolden. Hook up a 15 yards there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. It'll be Marino on the sneak. And he is going to have a Saints first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Now this time Marino will throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's Thomas. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Marino. That is caught. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. And no reason not to try it there. And they do indeed convert on 4th. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Escaping the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon. They're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Cunningham. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Cunningham. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That's good for 28 yards.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Off play action, it's Cunningham. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
Now they'll audible to something else. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. A play fake. Now Cunningham. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Saints are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and 10.
After the interception, here's Marino. Flush to his right. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. That one looks like he'll throw here. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. And he's finally taken down.